Hi folks, welcome to the Red Hawk Sports Network. We're at MSU Soccer Park today. It's the SUNY New Paltz Hawks taking on the Montclair State Red Hawks. I'm Vincent Pacone for the day, and he's Tyler Cope. And Tyler, how are we doing on this fine day?
Oh, we're doing amazing. I mean, it's a beautiful day out tonight. The sun's just setting, so we won't have anything in our face, and these players on the pitch are ready to go.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a great game. But before we get to today's game, we got to look at what happened last season. Tyler, take us through how the Red Hawks season ended last year.
Yeah, I mean, it ended in some quite interesting fashion. They took a chance to win it all, and they won in the first round against Kane, scoring an overtime goal. And that was quite amazing. And then the next game against Rowan, that was one heck of a thriller as they were tied up, as they were losing going into the second half, and then they scored within the final 3 minutes, able to get it, and then a golden goal by Nikki Dons as she was able to send the Red Hawks to the NJAC Championship. But that's where it fell short, as they were able to stay in the game in the first half. The second half was just too much. 3 unanswered goals in 16 minutes, and TCNJ won by a score of 4-1.
Yes, well, that's exactly what happened last year. But guess what? New faces, new time. 2025 is a different year, and the Red Hawks so far, well, they've been winning. 2-0-1 so far this season. They won their first game against United State Coast Guard Academy 2-0. They would then tie against Johnson & Wales. Their next game would be canceled, but it doesn't matter because they would win on the road against Penn State Burke 5-1 in Reading, PA, which was a huge win. I think any road win, especially to that magnitude, is incredible. And as you can see on your screen, University of Mount St. Vincent postponed, some would say my favorite college, but who only knows. Now, we are going to look, as I said earlier, we were talking a little bit about the new faces. Tyler, take us through it. Additions, departures, new faces, new places. Take us through it, bud.
Absolutely. 8 Red Hawks from last season are no longer on this team, whether it was to graduation or transferring. And the 3 biggest that I think left are Julie Baker, Aileen Cahill, and Emmy DiNovellis. Those were impossible holes to fill, but Coach Nauder was able to do that. The additions of Kira Henderson on defense, Isabella Conrow on forward, and her ability to score goals. She won NJAC Player of the Week last week, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists in 2 games. And then Emma Edwards, her presence on the field has just been amazing so far.
I mean, absolutely. And Tyler, take us through it a little bit. We lost some faces too. What are the biggest names that we have lost from this team? I mean, you can see them on your screen. Julie Baker, Aileen Cahill, Emmy DiNovellis, but what does that mean for this team on the field?
It's really their defense and how well they were able to fill those holes. I mean, Julie Baker and Emmy DiNovellis, they were just power players right in the box just in front of Solange Bell, and those 2 players were really the key reason to why Solange Bell won NJAC Goalie of the Year.
You're exactly right. I mean, we were talking about this a little bit pregame, just about how good Solange Bell is, and it's primarily because that defense in front of her runs tight. It is very good. But as we get a little bit closer, we're moving a little bit. We're finally here at the game against SUNY New Paltz. Of course, SUNY New Paltz has struggled offensively. Their first game, they scored 4 goals. They haven't scored a goal since. 2 shutouts so far. They also had a game be postponed or be canceled for them. So their 3rd game on the season, they're 1-2. Looking for a W here today, and I really think to get that W, their offense needs to be, at its best. But with this Red Hawk defense, only time will tell. As we were talking about, you were talking about players that have come and gone. I want to know your player of the game today.
Absolutely. So my player of the game, coming from the Red Hawks side, it's got to be Emma Edwards, as I already mentioned her. The freshman from Manchester, New Jersey, has been gradually able to make an impact game by game. She just recorded her first start for the Red Hawks last game against Penn State Berks, and she had 2 shots on goal, but so far she doesn't have any points yet. She's looking to put some points up for her squad this game, and if the Red Hawks are going to have success, she needs to do that.
I mean, you're entirely right. Now, I'm looking on the other side for today at SUNY New Paltz, and I'm looking for the senior forward, Brooke Keller. Now, she had one of those 4 goals in game number 1 on their season, but last year, an all-SUNY AC third-team player had, in 20 games, she had 16 starts, and SUNY New Paltz loses their top 2 scorers from last year, and Brooke Keller is all that remains, the 3rd highest scorer last year. Needs to make up some ground offensively, and hopefully with a lot more action time, you can see how it keeps on rolling today. Now, before we get started, of course, we got to know our keys to the game. What's going to have the Red Hawks win? What is going to work in their favor? Or what's going to work against them? Now, I've taken 2. You've taken 1. I had to give it to myself, you know, the veteran presence here behind the mic. My first key to the game is score early. I feel like it's easy enough, but hey, the Red Hawks 10-1-2 last season when scoring first. The numbers don't lie, and Coach Naughter has preached it. I remember talking to him last year, and he told us scoring early is what you need to do. That's what we need to do to win. Tyler, what's key number 2 for today?
It has to be let the defense keep rolling. Coach Naughter did a wonderful job filling in those holes on defense, and it's made Solange Bell's job extremely easy so far throughout the first 3 games of the season. Only 5 shots on goal from opposing teams so far this season. So if they keep the defense rolling, it's going to be great success for the Red Hawks.
I think you're entirely right, and we know how struggling the SUNY New Paltz offense has been. If they can break through today against that defense, then it would go a long way. But key number 3 for me is continue the success from last year's matchup. Now, last year, of course, it was a 1-1 tie between these 2 teams around the same time of the year at the start. But you look at the offensive stats, you do it again, hey, something different can happen. They had 19 shots, 9 of which on goal. Now, you look at SUNY New Paltz, 4 shots, 2 of which on goal. You put those same numbers up for Montclair, big things happen if you put him out and play. I mean, Tyler, you're a former baseball player. Or you still play baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. As they say in baseball, you got to put the ball in play and let the defense work. If it doesn't work, something might happen. And the same thing's here. If you put shots on goal, hey, one of them is bound to find the back of the net. Well, we're going to take a quick break from soccer to talk about Yogi Berra, because it is such a big event coming up around here soon. That's right, as you can see on your screen, Yogi's Big Catch Challenge. It's going to be a bunch of fun trying to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest game of catch. Sunday, September 21st. It's at the Yogi Berra Museum and Learning Center over by Yogi Berra Field, which I know you know where it is because I know you've played there before, bud. Gonna have a big game of catch. You don't need to bring a glove. I know you got one, but you don't need to bring one because they're providing them for you. Now, Tyler, will we be seeing you there?
Absolutely. You know I'll be there. Got to grab the glove from outside of my truck, and then I'm going to be right there. Hopefully I get a good spot so the camera gets me.
Hey, listen, the camera's bound to get your golden face, my friend. You got this. Now we're going to get our starting lineups. Mia Baldwin coming in, Madeline Byrne. Oh, Mia Baldwin for SUNY New Paltz. Maggie Cameron on defense.
Senior forward from Smithtown, New York, number 12, Brooke Keller.
Brooke Keller. And that's my player to watch for today.
A senior defender from Center Mortgages, New York, number 15 is Sam Walnut.
Sam Walnut getting out there too.
A junior midfielder defender from Holbrook, New York, number 16, Aaron Savarese.
Aaron Savarese, the junior defensive midfielder, or number 16. Number 17, Grace Norlise, the freshman, or the junior forward. Hannah Wellner, the senior defenseman.
A senior midfielder from Bohemia, New York, number 23, Laney Schmitz.
And the senior midfielder, Lanny Schmitz.
A senior defender forward from Smithtown, New York, number 24, Addison Wiener.
And Addison Wiener rounding out those on the pitch. And in goal today,
New York, number 0, Jess Centuri.
Jess Centuri, the sophomore goalkeeper, 5'4", from Selden, New York. Now, for your Red Hawks, again, they're 2-0-1. Today's a little bit of a battle of the coop. See who really deserves the Hawk in their name.
Who gets priority of the nest tonight?
Exactly. And Carly Gazzardo starting off for midfield. Tyler, what have you seen from this Red Hawks team so far that you think is going to really push them ahead today?
I mean, it's got to be the keys to the game. Their defense. Their defense has just been so strong. And when your as the saying goes, offense wins games, defense wins championships. If you're able to play well on defense, you're going to take your team a long way. And that's what Montclair has been able to do so far this season. And I believe that they will keep doing throughout the season, and especially in this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a very good one. And I mean, we'll go into it as the game goes on to see what the strategy is like. But for the interim coach, Samantha Triblett, her first season in the head coach chair for SUNY New Paltz, what do you think it's got to take for her to make a change offensively? It's been a rough start for them ever since that first game, winning 4-0. How do you think they switch it on?
I think it's just the motivation that they have. They have to be motivated, and they have to get the momentum on their side early. You know how strong Montclair's defense is? Go ahead, break it. Put the pressure on Montclair. That's what SUNY New Paltz needs to do in order to have success, and for Samantha Triblett to really get her squad off to a good start this season.
Definitely should be a great season for the Red Hawks. Looking again to repeat that success that they were so good at last year. It all starts here at MSU. So far, 1-0-1 at home. And last year, as we get set for the national anthem, all of us here on the Red Hawk Sports Network would like to take a moment to remember the lives we lost 24 years ago today on 9/11. We'll be right back.
As we pay tribute to the memory of that tragic day and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Red Hawks Sports Network. So, for the Red Hawks in their starting game here against SUNY New Paltz, they have number 1, the sophomore goalkeeper, as Tyler said, and Jack goalkeeper of the year, Solange Bell in goal. Then number 7, Carly Guzman, the midfielder / defender freshman, coming out. Number 8, Samir Lukovic, the sophomore freshman. Number 9, Isabella Cronow. Number 10, Kira Henderson. Number 20, Sofia Orlana. Number 21, Madeline Lasica. Number 22, Emily Schuler. Number 23, Shannon Mullins. And number 25, Kylie Prendergast. Again, a couple NJAC Rookie of the Years in there. You got Shannon Mullins and Kylie Prendergast right next to each other. Kylie Prendergast, NJAC Rookie of the Year when I was a freshman. Now I feel old. She's in her senior year too. Trying to end her Montclair State career off with a bang. Doing it here in a big game against SUNY New Paltz.
Absolutely, and Prendergast, she was able to score one of the 5 goals last game against Penn State Berks, and she did that one unassisted. And after her, the next 2 goals came within 5 minutes. So this Montclair squad, they're able to score, and they're able to score in bunches. They're going to look, as we said, to get the scoring starting early, and Kylie Prendergast is going to be a very big part in that.
She always has been, and I'm interested to see how the connection will work with no Aileen Cahill on her side. As you said, Tyler, one of those subtractions from last year, but we get start for some exciting soccer here at MSU Soccer Park. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Both teams. One last pep talk before it's game time.
This Montclair squad, they are on fire at home. Ever since last season, they are 7-0-2 at home. They do not lose when they're on their own pitch. So let's see if they can keep the streak going so far, or if this SUNY New Paltz team is going to end that streak.
Such a dominant squad to watch all over, and I love to see the road wins for them. I feel like last year, you talked about it a little bit, that game against Rowan in the semifinals was so big for this team because they won on the road 2-1 after losing 3-1 in the regular season. They turned it around. They got back on their horse, and they made a big statement in Glassboro. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do as we get started. SUNY New Paltz starts off with the ball. Working in the backfield. Crossing sides, and the Montclair State defense is right there to get started.
Beautiful defense right there. I mean, this Montclair, we know their presence is going to be felt on the backside. Just how much is it going to affect the SUNY New Paltz offense?
Crossing fields here. And sending it out of bounds are the Hawks. Getting ready for the throw-in is Gazzardo. Go out of bounds, and that one is off of the Red Hawks.
Cronow couldn't handle that one, but you know that she's going to get a hold of one, and she's going to aim to put it in the back of the net as she has done so far this season. She has just been a force to be reckoned with for this Montclair offense.
I'd like to see, an early back of the net shot here. Cameron with it. Passing back and denied access to Cronin. Sending it back once again. And over. Coming quickly is Cronin. And just tipping it out. Red Hawk ball, and it'll be a Red Hawk corner.
This is where the Red Hawks have to capitalize. This is a big moment, and this is where they can start their scoring early. If they can capitalize on the corner here, this game can get out of hand very quickly.
And losing a big addition, we talked about it before, Emmy Dinavelis, usually taking those corner kicks from them last year, was a threat to be reckoned with in the corner. But now you switch it up. Setting up are the Red Hawks. Getting ready. Kick coming in. Hit by the Hawks. Racing for it, a foot race, and it'll go out on the Hawks. Apologize, it will go out on... No, it will go out on the Hawks.
That was a nice little check there from Sofia Orlana, the freshman, getting physical already in this game.
Lasico will come in for a second. Gazzardo will be ready for the throw-in. Looking back to the same, but coming out with it is Cronown. Battling in the backfield, tripping for a second is Mullins, but getting back up.
It's not only the defense on Montclair's side of the field, but on their scoring side as well. They are staying physical and tough, looking to get that ball back, even by Cronow, who's a forward. She's looking to score, but she's also been able to play amazing defense so far.
It'll be a goalie kick for Justin Thierry. She'll roll it back. In the backfield. That one's going to roll away for just a second. She able to keep it in is Wiener. Tripping for a second is Schuler. The pass over to Cronown. Cronow inside. Over the head of Prendergast, but doesn't matter. Back over. Lukovic misses wide on the pass that looked like it was going to Prendergast.
That was a good opportunity there. That was number 22, Emily Schuler, who was able to take it and sent a pass into the corner to Cronow. Cronow tried to set up the one-timer, but just a little bit too strong.
Right in the center now. Most of it is only like.
The throw in on the far side. New Paltz will keep it in. The Hawks crossing fields. It'll be a throw-in for Wingler.
Montclair's still doing a great job. This is only really the second time that New Paltz has been able to bring the ball into their offensive zone. Other than that, it's been the Montclair defense that has been stifling them so far.
Guarded by 3 Redhawks. Cameron passes it back. In, around, with almost no one around, and just not being able to control it is Brooke Keller. Bell had to come out of the net for that one, and the Redhawks trying to switch over to offense will pass it back.
What an opportunity there for Brooke Keller. Just a little too strong for her to handle, or just New Paltz could have came out with a strong start.
That one goes over the head, and it'll be New Paltz's ball. Little under 40 minutes left here in the first half. Prendergast tried to take that one away. SUNY New Paltz's defense is able to keep it on their side. Throwing it in.
That was a beautiful job there by Sam Walnut. She basically absorbed that hit, able to keep it right in front of her, and then give it to the offense to do some work.
Guarded by Prendergast, passes it off. In the middle now. Rosenberg, taken away by the Redhawks. Finding it is Cameron. Over to the left-hand side, trying to find a shot in. Bouncing around, goal! New Paltz! With the opening shot. Getting it done, number 8, Ali Zemak. Wow.
Senior defenseman going a little offense there. She's able to get the goal. And this Montclair team, they are shocked. 6 minutes into this game, and New Paltz is in the lead 1-0.
I apologize. The goal actually comes for Kennedy Jones, the graduate forward. Bouncing around in that middle. And Brooke Keller is credited with the assist, trying to make the first move as the Redhawks down 1-0 in this one early. And they break their 2 games shutout streak. New Paltz finding life on the offensive end.
New Paltz with their first shot on goal, and they were able to get it to go. That was just a nice setup play there from Coach Tremblett. And as just the interim head coach, she's doing a great job so far.
Yeah. You break the streak a little bit. It's her 2nd goal on the season. She scored after being subbed in to Otsego in their opening season. And you saw on that shot, Solange Bell has to come out of goal to defend, and you leave a big blank goal. And what do? They find the back of it.
Yeah, New Paltz was just able to take advantage of the Montclair mistake. And that's really what you have to do in pretty much all sports you play. Take advantage of the mistakes that the other team makes. New Paltz able to capitalize on them.
Sending it deep as Bell. Doesn't want anything close to her whatsoever. New Paltz will find it. Guarded by 2 Redhawks. Trying to keep it out. New Paltz's defense on the left end. Trying to send it in. Will not work. And it'll be a corner kick for the Hawks. Trying to extend their lead to 2 early in this one with still 37 minutes left.
The Hawks really can get great. They already have the momentum in this game, but if they can capitalize on this corner kick, they will have all the momentum in the world, and that's what they need. And that's what they needed in their previous games, especially against TCNJ. They had a very close game against TCNJ, but with 11 seconds left, TCNJ was able to score the winning goal on a penalty kick.
That one's going to go over the head. Not an accurate shot from Grace Leon. And I think we are being greeted by Rocky the Red Hawk right now. Coming into our booth. Hi, Rocky. How you doing?
What's up?
What you guys are doing?
We are broadcasting right now.
So I'm gonna get
We're here with Rocky the Red Hawk. In the booth with us right now. Rocky, what did you think about that first goal? Oh, yeah, it was pretty. It was a good shot. Not for us, but worked out pretty well.
no, it's okay.
We'll get back. We'll get right back on, right? Red Hawk's got to fly at some point. There we go. That's exactly what's got to happen.
There we go. Want to keep going? Yeah, you can get the
All right, we'll see you later, Rocky.
Bye, Rocky.
shot too. Okay.
Well, what a pleasant visit.
It's nice to get some visitors up here. This New Paltz team, it's looking like they've almost switched sides right now. Montclair, New Paltz. The New Paltz defense has really been the big story so far. Obviously, they were able to score the first goal of the game, but their defense has really been able to stop Montclair so far.
Gazardos tries to send that one in. Mullins battling to keep it on offense. Loses it. Taken away. Back over to Gazardo. Guarded by 2 Hawks. Sending it over, and that one will be Red Hawk ball. Yeah, you want to know what? I think you're entirely right. Run around. Cronow. Cronow, one-on-one. The shot just left. Wide left on that one. And a one-on-one opportunity with Centauri. Doesn't work in their favor.
Montclair has to capitalize on those. You get a wide open one-on-one. You and the goalie. Just tap it in, as Happy Gilmore said. Just tap it in. You just got to put it in. Put it right over the goalie. Cronow just not able to capitalize that, and that's crucial for the Red Hawks.
Working in the backfield are the Red Hawks. Sending it over. Gazardo will run after it, but we'll let it go out.
Gazardo tried to stay back there, barring an offsides call, and then the pass was just a little too strong, and it went out.
That one will go out too. Hawks ball. Working on offense now. They've been working pretty well. The one shot has worked in their favor. 1-0 in favor of New Paltz. A nice kick, nobody around, and the Red Hawks will take it out. I mean, so far, I feel like you summarized it perfectly. They look like they've switched sides entirely. Now, yes, we've only seen 6 minutes of the game, so You kind of got to find a groove early and all that. But for the Redhawks, they are used to finding that groove early as the shot from outside. Bell is right there. And the nice save.
Bell has to get back in her groove now. A little shaken up after that the first shot that she has seen all day goes in the net, but she has to get back in her groove, find a way to just regroup herself and trust her defense.
Redhawks ball. Throwing it in on the far end. Little over 32 minutes remain in this first half.
Cronow wasn't able to handle that pass, just a little too strong.
A quick stoppage of play to tie the shoes and the throw in. Bouncing around. Cronow sends it back to the defense. Backing up for a second. And New Paltz is taking advantage. 3-on-1. The stopping. Able to take it away. That's ball first. Kylie Prendergast.
Believe she was offsides there. Just a little in front of the defender. And it looked like both squads had an open opportunity there. Then the great defense from Montclair able to take it away, get it ahead to Prendergast, but she was offsides. So now New Paltz regroups, takes their time, and they're going to look to set something up.
Working on the backside is Cameron. Passing it off. Defense finding that open hole. Coming in is Prendergast. Prendergast trying to break away. Taking it there. Working around. Finding it once again, sending it over to her teammate. And the Redhawks are working here now. Kylie Prendergast, the spark that lights the fire every time.
She did a wonderful job. Almost able to guess where the pass is going to go. She's anticipating it, and she's able to take advantage.
Sent inside. Guarded by two Hawks. Taken away. Mullins is going to send it to the opposite end for Gazzardo. Gazzardo in the corner. Will send it off the Hawks, and folks, we got another corner kick from the opposite end.
Montclair really needs to take advantage here. The Hawks are kind of playing a little loose right now on their defensive side. They're kind of letting Montclair get those opportunities. And right now, if Montclair can capitalize on this corner, that would be huge for them to get the momentum back on their side.
Setting up. Incoming shot. Over the head. Tapped over. Oh! With a defender right there. Sent in once again. But taking it away. Jumping over everybody. Centeri. Wow. And just wonderful defensive position for the Hawks. Just right where they have to be. That shot looked like it was going in from my perspective at least.
What a defensive play. I mean, New Paltz was pretty much able to anticipate where the header was going to go. They anticipated it to go right over the goal Centeri's head and just fall right in. But the defender was right there, able to get the header out. Montclair had another opportunity to send it back in, but that was taken in by Centeri, and then New Paltz was able to take advantage.
NFL Sundays have started, and some would say Centeri mossed the Montclair offense. Sent back over. It'll be out. It'll be Hawks ball. You know, one of the big things that we always talk about for the Redhawks is they haven't used any yet. We're looking at the replay here. Look at this. The shot comes in, and there's the moss. We'll see that on ESPN before you know it.
That'll be on Monday Night Football this upcoming week.
In the back. Gazzardo. Guarded by a Hawk. Will try to send it to her teammate, Cronow. Finds the connection. Cronow sends it over. Sending it back to Centeri. Defense has been hard at work for the Hawks.
Absolutely. They've done a wonderful job so far. They're able to capitalize on Montclair's mistakes, and they're just in the right spots. Right place, right time right now for the Hawks defense.
Lasika's right there. Schuler sending it over. That ball's just going to keep rolling. And nothing to see. Our camera guy, Thomas Gaffney Jr., really liked that one. Big Limp Bizkit fan. They will switch sides, or at least they attempt to. And Cronown hovering over, and now Prendergast is back too.
Looks like New Paltz right now. They're kind of waiting, sitting back, trying to wait for the perfect opportunity to find the holes in the Montclair's defense and then capitalize on them right now.
They've been working pretty well. No faults in their defense yet, and the Red Hawks have really been trying. Sending it over. No offsides there. Taking it away, but moving around. And Cronown not able to get the ball. And the Hawks continue to work on offense. Working around defenders now is Wiener.
Yet again, great defense by the Hawks. Cronow step for step with the defender, but she was able to take it away and get possession. And then the Hawks in really good position right now. They really want to take this opportunity to put some more goals on the board.
Ball coming towards us, and it'll be Hawks ball. A lucky fan gets a ball, soon to be taken away by one of our Montclair State athletes who work on campus. Last year used to be Mike Jack, but he, of course, graduated. One of our basketball players on campus. Schuler. Prendergast in the backfield. Two Hawks approaching. Kicks it away. Crossing fields, and that one's just going to go out of bounds.
It seems like right now Montclair, they're looking for the big shot. They're looking for the breakaway. They have to get the ball and set it up in their offensive zone. Take your time. Set it up. Set a play up. Draw the right thing up that's going to give you opportunities to score goals.
I think that's put perfectly, Tyler. Right now, all we've been seeing is they'll have an opportunity, and the defense is just right there staring them down. Need to find a way to get past them. It'll go the way of the Red Hawk. Charging quickly and being mixed up for a second is Lukovic. Rolling away, but running after quickly is Henderson. Henderson controls it, sends it in the middle. Schuler. Sending it over, and that one's going to roll out. Hawks ball.
New Paltz doing a great job right now, able to stay, really not give Montclair anything past midfield. They're really playing stagnant defense, and just midfield is basically where Montclair just gets stopped. They're not able to get the ball or even control it past mid.
Throw in for the Hawks. Throwing it deep. Defenders are there, and it'll be pushed out once again. Hawks retain. Still just the one shot for the Hawks, although they've been able to keep it what feels like a balance between offense and defense here.
They really have. They've been able to kind of control the ball for most of this game. Their time of possession, it's really been almost 70-30 in favor of New Paltz, and a rare error there. Probably the first one that we've seen from the Hawks so far as we get a sub in the game.
Yeah, Cronown approached quickly. It was a little too much. Coming out right now is Sofia Orloa. Hawks. Keeping Cronown tight. Cronown kicked away by Centeri. Wow, the diving kick takes away another one-on-one opportunity between her and Cronown.
Centeri really making her presence felt in goal right now, using the legs dive, give a little slide tackle, kick it out. And New Paltz retained possession of that one.
Well, Tyler's player to watch today, Emma Edwards, comes in for the Redhawks. Keep an eye on her back on defense. Shot incoming. Cronown blocked. Incoming there and right at Santeri. In the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that one got tipped. And usually tips aren't as lucky as that one was. Tipped right into the hands of Santeri. Usually it's going the other way.
And as you just saw on the replay, Santeri with that diving kick takes a chance. And hey, it works out in her favor. She's been on a roll today. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, she's been playing like an all-star behind there, and she looks like, you know, a goalie to watch for future games. Just dominant.
Absolutely. After their last game where they came so close to winning, 11 seconds left in the match, and then the penalty kick scored by TCNJ, and that game New Paltz dropped by a score of 1-0. That was the only score. But Santeri did an amazing job in that game. She was so strong in goal. 4 saves, only 1 goal allowed. Obviously, that goal being the game-winning goal.
Deep is the Redhawks, but the Hawks will take it away. I mean, she's been fantastic. It looks like when the defense is broken down in front of Santeri, she's been able to keep it cool and make the clutch play.
She's really been able to keep her composure so far in this game, but it's all going to depend on her endurance. If Montclair keeps getting the opportunities that they do, her endurance is going to matter, if she's going to be able to have that range to make those types of plays.
The Redhawks so far 1 shot, nothing on goal. And as we said before, they had 9 shots in goal last year against the SUNY New Paltz Hawks. Today, it looks like it might be a different story. Still a lot of game left to play. There's a little over 20 minutes left here in the first half, but for right now, the Hawks have been shutting them down.
It's been an absolute nightmare so far for the Montclair offense. They haven't been able to get anything going. They've had opportunities, and New Paltz on a break now. Here's a big opportunity for them, but no one's there. And then the ball's just sent back to Solange Bell. All nearly went out. But now New Paltz, they're going to have a throw-in.
Well, as we keep this one going, New Paltz with a big opportunity here, deep in their offense. The throw-in in the backfield. Bouncing. Outside of the box, coming in. No play for Solange Bell.
Looked like a centering try there. Just wasn't able to get the ball in the middle. Might have been tipped a little bit. Looked like it was. It was tipped, so now it's going to be a corner for New Paltz.
Setting up in the corner. Little under 20 minutes left here. Trying to extend the lead. The shot comes in. With Redhawks all around, they're able to make the play and keep it and change sides.
New Paltz already exceeding their total from last year in this game with tying their total from this game last year with 2 shots on goal already. And they've already capitalized early. Last year, they didn't score their goal until late in the game. So let's see if they can really make more of a difference and put the pressure on Montclair's defense as they have done throughout the first 25 minutes so far.
In the back, Hawks working closely to the Redhawks. Montclair tapped out, and it'll be a Redhawk ball. The throw-in. Sending it over, trying to look for Prendergast. A misstep, and the Redhawks working on defense, to try to put it back to offense, crossing sides. The Hawks are right there, and it looked like a misplay by Cronow.
Montclair's just, they're moving too quickly right now. They need to take their time, set something up. They're moving too fast. They're trying to get the big play. Make the easy play. Make the easy passes. Find the open man on the field.
The deep throw. Cronow chasing. Trying to take it away from Lean. Mullins sending it over. Prendergast trying to get to it. Battling. Santeri will jump on it. An open net situation, and she'll walk back. Gazzardo ready for the throw-in.
It's a really wild sequence there. Prendergast trying to get the ball, but the defense from New Paltz wasn't allowing her to, and then Santeri tried to jump on it, and it almost squibbed out of play, but then the New Paltz defense was able to keep it back in, and then they just sent it out for a throw-in instead of a corner.
Bell sending it to the middle. Mullins finding Gazzardo. Gazzardo with the tap. Prendergast outside. The smooth handles we know she's got. The shot high. Prendergast takes the shot from far out, but you can see that the handles have not faded whatsoever. My goodness. She is terrifying.
That one was from about 28 yards out. That one had some power to it, and the fact that she was able to sail it on a line over the net, wow, that one had some juice to it. Just offline, just a bit high. But, man, Montclair, they have had a lot of opportunities so far, and they have not capitalized on any of them.
Santeri. Over the head of Prendergast. That'll be Germain. Gamillo. Battling to keep it in front of her. She finds a teammate, and the pass back to her. Gazzardo will throw it in. Headed. Nobody around. And the Redhawks will kick it into the stands.
New Paltz has a great opportunity right now. Montclair almost looks gassed in their defensive end. But then a slight error there. Now a throw in for Gazzardo.
Gazzardo looking for Cronow. Prendergast. Sends it on the opposite end. Montclair with it. Guarded closely by the Hawks. Sending it deep. Nobody there. Out of bounds.
Coach Nodder really frustrated with his team right now. They are making some silly errors that they have to really just, it's easy plays too. It's easy passes. They're sending it deep. Like I said, they keep going for the big shot, the big play. Just take it easy right now. Go for the simples.
You always see that, Montclair or the opponents that they're versing. One of them will make a huge goal to open it up, and the next team is rushing for the rest of the half. Don't want that to happen to the Redhawks here. With nobody around, the Hawks, shot incoming, left for Gamillo.
That one was another great opportunity for Jakimiak there for New Paltz, but she wasn't able to get it. Just a little bit left. She had almost no one by her. It looked like the defender, Rufino, was coming over, but just wasn't able to do anything. She sent it wide left.
Bell looking for her teammates. Prendergast, a foot match between her and the Hawks. Over to Santeri. Santeri will send it back. Guarded by Mullins. 2 NJAC Rookie of the Years, back-to-back. Sending it deep. Bell is waiting for it. The shove, the kick, and the Hawks will retain the offensive possession. Being tripped, and it'll be the Red Hawks' ball.
That one there, a nice defensive stand there by Montclair. Had some pressure on him, able to withstand it, get the ball back in their offensive zone now.
Aria Hicks. Send it deep into offensive territory. Prendergast. Cronow. The Hawks defense trying to keep it away from the two of them. And it works. On the far side. Sending it back to the defense. Prendergast right there. Gazzardo. Looking for Cronow. She finds her. Kicked out. Lukovic. Tripping. And it'll be the Hawks' ball. Red Hawks' ball on somebody's shoes on top.
Got a sub coming into the game now.
Coming out for the Red Hawks is Shannon Mullins. And coming in is number 20, Sofia Orlana. Coach Nodder, I've talked to him the last couple of years. He's always said, I'm going to use as many subs as I can. Want to keep all my starters fresh. Want to keep the bench fresh.
Absolutely, and it's amazing for how much depth that he has on this team to be able to go into your bench so far where you're able to keep the starters fresh, give them some off time throughout the games. It is extremely impressive on how he's able to recruit such great players.
Camino on the far side. And the Hawks have been using this back end wonderfully. Sent deep. Cronow on the outside. Sends it over. Goal Montclair! Goal Montclair, the equalizer! 1-1.
Beautiful setup there on the goal. Cronow to Albert. Sends it in. This game's knotted up at 1.
Mackenzie Albert with the wonderful shot.
That was so impressive, and it all started on the back end, able to send that ball right over the defense. As you see on your screen, Cronow able to make a move, make a defender miss, using that speed, sends it right to Albert. One-timer, she gets it to go in the right side.
Yes, and you finally get past Santeri. The wonderful shot. Cronow with eyes behind her head, able to get the assist going. And Prendergast will hit the bench. Taking a breather. 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes left in the half. Knotted at 1.
Montclair now, you have to imagine Coach Nodder, he's satisfied. He's not thrilled right now. It's only 1. He needs more, and you got to be Montclair. You've finally been able to break the defense. Now you have to capitalize on more opportunities.
Mackenzie Albert's second goal on the season. And guess what? Her first goal also equalized the game at 1 apiece against Providence. That would be the lone goal of the day last time out. It's Johnson and Wales. On the far side. New Paltz. Trying to get it started once again where they were before.
Montclair, they just need one opportunity. They just need one shot. They were able to get it. Now the momentum's their way. They're able to stay strong on the defensive end right now. And on the offensive end, they're getting their opportunities. Now it's just a matter of capitalizing on them.
Montclair sending it deep. Trying to give them the lead. In the back. Montclair on the far end. Once again. Getting past. Shot incoming. Looking for a tip. Nothing there. Outside of the box.
It's a nice setup there. Edwards had the opportunity, but just better defense there from New Paltz, able to keep it away.
Sending it out. Hawks ball. And what you love to see from the Red Hawks is it's happened last year, it's happened in years before. When they're able to make one big play, when they do something really good, they can build on it. They've always been able to build on it, and that's what's always so impressive about them. They don't have to be a team that, scores 1 goal in the first half and 1 goal in the second half. They can score 2.5 because they put together big plays.
Absolutely. That right there, that's the power of momentum. Once you get your confidence from one thing, it just builds and builds to the next. And confidence is contagious. It is very contagious. When you have it on one end, you can have it on all ends.
You can also destroy confidence on the opposite side if you've got a bunch of it. Solange Bell looking for her teammates. Gianna Kersey on the far side, getting ready to be subbed in. The Hawks looking for an opening. They can't find it. Montclair's defense is sealing. Keeping the ball as far away from the Hawks as possible. Playing games with them. And now Cronow.
It's a nice stop there. Now Montclair looking to set up something. Cronow just staying right in line with the last line of defense for New Paltz, trying to get her opportunity.
Lukovic can't get it over, and now the Hawks have possession. Sending it over, Gamillo. On the far side, the freshman, defended by Gazzardo. Hawks keep it offensive side. And that one's going to roll to the corner. Gazzardo on the far side. And Gianna Kersey will come in for the Red Hawks.
Montclair, they've been really able to step it up on defense ever since that first goal that New Paltz was able to score. They've really just been keeping this offense stagnant. They haven't been able to do anything right now. And Gazzardo back there, she's been a big part. She's been in on the offensive side and the defensive side.
And coming out for Kersey is Isabella Cronow, and she's been all over the pitch today. Phenomenal work from her.
Absolutely. She's been really able to do it all. She's had a couple breakaway opportunities, wasn't able to capitalize, but letting her teammates capitalize, able to get the assist on the Mackenzie Albert goal.
Onto the close side. With nobody around, the Red Hawks trying to take possession. Hawks will take it away. And going to the far side, the Hawks defense keeps it away from the Red Hawks for the possession. They'll cross fields. And working around Kersey. Nobody close to her.
Really looks like it's just a game of keep away right now. New Paltz staying patient, waiting for a hole to open up.
With a little over 4 minutes left here in the first half, you've probably seen the last of Kylie Prendergast for the half. There's nobody really charging at you. Sending it on to the opposite end.
Montclair doing a good job right now, not giving New Paltz any opportunities.
The shot, wow, a diving play by Solange Bell.
That looked like a little quick shot there. Bell able to react, able to corral it. That was a nice save there from Solange Bell.
Impressive. I mean, she impressed us all last year in her freshman campaign. Looking to do the same here in the sophomore year. Samantha Gimo. Can't get it past, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Hawks. Late in this one, under 3 minutes. Trying to find something to go into the half with.
New Paltz really looking to take another opportunity. This is their third corner so far. 0 for 2 on the first ones right now. Montclair defense able to stay stagnant. As you look, Montclair almost has the same kind of concept as the Hawks did, with the one defender in goal preventing that header.
Inside, but the Red Hawks are able to take away. Going back inside. Just wide. Wow. Avoids worries. And we'll go to the replay here. Look at this.
That one was close and a nice opportunity for, look at that move right there from New Paltz. Able to get it in, set it up, try to just do some damage, and a nice save there from Solange Bell.
And just so far outside the box taking it. But the chance was a very good one. Battling in the midfield. Kicking it back over. The Red Hawks. Defensive execution. The offense. Gimo on the left-hand side. Nobody there. It'll roll. But keeping it in are the Hawks. Zemek and the shot from Gimo. The defender right there for the Red Hawks. Kirchie. In and out of defenders, and Gazzardo can't get to that one. It will be Hawks ball. 1:20 left on the clock here in the first half of SUNY New Paltz against Montclair State University.
That was a good defensive. That was a good offensive possession from the Hawks, but a better defensive possession from the Red Hawks, as they were able to kind of fill those holes, fill the shots, not letting anything get past the defense.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Albert. Sending it back. Trying to cross midfield. Kirchie on the run. And he'll run out.
That was good anticipation there by Emma Edwards. Anticipated the pass, intercepted it, sent it up to Kirchie, who just wasn't able to handle it.
Back in the middle. Hawks trying to put some connections together. On the outer end is Ballendinger. Red Hawks ball. Now 10 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7,
It will sub late in this one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's taking Natalie Ruffino will take her 5 seconds on the field, and we will see you in 15 minutes back at this one. Tyler, first half now done. We're at 1-1 apiece. SUNY New Paltz, listen, whatever you read about them, it's clearly not true. Their offense has been incredible. What have you seen from them specifically on the offensive end in this first half?
On the offensive end, I've seen them be patient and wait for the holes to open up, especially on the goal that they were able to score by Kennedy Jones. She was patient, she waited, saw a hole open up, and able to capitalize on it. But I have liked their defense more than their offense so far. Able to keep this Montclair State team from getting the big play. Their defensive line just staying at last line of defense, able to stay back, keep Cronau. They're able to contain Cronau so far. Obviously, she has the one assist, able to dish it to her teammate, Mackenzie Albert, who is able to score the goal, but they're able to contain her right now.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Mackenzie Albert goal. They were trying different ways, different solutions. We saw Cronau get one-on-one opportunities with Santeri, but it was a Mackenzie Albert backwards assist that really put them at one apiece. What have you seen from Montclair's offense? Because we were talking about it a little bit. It seems like they were rushing for a little while, but they find the equalizer at the end.
I've seen them been able to find their groove ever since that first goal. They really had the momentum swing their way, and they were able to gain that time of possession against the New Paltz defense. They were able to control them in the way that Montclair wants to play.
And now going into the locker room, you're at a 1-1 tie. Coach Naughter, of course, he loves to use the subs. You're coming in here. What are some adjustments you can see him talking about here going into the second half?
I can see almost try to beat New Paltz with their own medicine. Take your time. Let the play develop. Find the holes in the defense, because if you wait long enough, someone's going to miss an assignment. Someone's going to be out of a hole. That's a pass that's going to lead to a shot.
I think that's great. Now, let's look at the opposite end before we go to the half and take a little bit of a break. SUNY New Paltz, I mean, they've been exploding all through. They scored that first goal. We've seen 3 shots on goal from them, 2 of which come from outside the box. The one was phenomenal inside by Kennedy Jones. How do you think they repeat that offensive production that they had early in this first half?
I think they just have to keep putting the pressure on the Montclair defense. As long as you can put the pressure on the other team, you have all the confidence in the world. You're able to do anything if the pressure is not on you. Let the pressure be on Montclair's defense if you want to have success.
That's great. Well, we will go into a little bit of a break. Don't go anywhere, though, folks, because in about 10 minutes, we'll be right back here for some second half action. I'm Vince Pacone. He's Tyler Copen, and we'll see you soon. And welcome back to the Red Hawk Sports Network here at MSU Soccer Park. I'm Vince Pacone. He's Tyler Copen. And we are about a minute away from half number 2. It's been a 1-1 tie so far. And the big thing has been the shots. Where have they come from? And here they are. You know, Montclair has been shooting a lot outside the box, but they make that nice shot inside. Whereas New Paltz, everything has been outside the box. Nothing on the inner half. The defense has been able to keep them out. But that one shot by Kennedy Jones was the big shot for them in the 6th minute of the game.
It really was, and she was able to take an opportunity and start off early, something that we said Montclair had to do, but New Paltz was able to start off early. But then once that happened, Montclair flipped the switch. They were able to get there. That was their motivation to start off fast, and they were able to. They had a lot of opportunities that they weren't able to capitalize, but eventually a chip over the last line of defense for New Paltz to Cronau, off to Mackenzie Albert, able to get it in the back of the net.
Now only half number 2. We'll see what has happened. As we said before, Mackenzie Albert, it's her 2nd goal on the season. That first one was the equalizer against Johnson and Wales, and that's where they stayed put for the rest of the game. Trying to look for a different outcome here in half number 2. We'll switch sides, and the Redhawks will get ready to make some noise in the last 45 minutes here.
Montclair really has to get Kylie Prendergast going right now. She has been stagnant. She only has 1 shot so far in this game, and I think if Montclair wants to have more success, she needs to be a part of that rotation that's getting shots consistently on goal, making it difficult for Centauri in net for New Paltz.
Yeah, I mean, and talk a little bit about Centauri. I mean, she's had some defensive wonders in goal so far today. She's been a threat to be messed with. And when the Redhawks have been able to break down SUNY New Paltz's defense, she's standing right there, and she's not letting anything past her except for that Mackenzie Albert goal, which was a pass back and then shot in. So, I mean, she got a little bit off balance for a second there, but besides that, she's been able to keep her cool on one-on-ones twice today against Isabella Cronin.
Absolutely. She's done a wonderful job, and especially with her legs, the slide tackles she's able to capitalize on. Cronau had a very good opportunity, but Centauri, slide tackle, knocked the ball out, and then that basically stopped Montclair. That was within the first 15 minutes of the game, but since then, I'm really looking at Montclair, especially Cronau. She has to start off hot, as she's going to start it off for the Redhawks.
And we are ready for action as Cronau sends it back over to Hicks. Starting off here. And the defense has already taken it away from the Redhawks.
New Paltz, they're playing that high line that we saw in the first half. They're continuing to play that. Montclair looking to take that shot, chip it over. Weren't able to do it there.
Running away, Mackenzie Albert trying to take it away, but Baldinger is there. Sends it over. Albert comes over and intercepts it. It'll remain New Paltz's ball.
Nice anticipation from Albert there. Able to deflect the pass and now putting the pressure on New Paltz.
Bouncing around, and that one will go past Orlana. In the back, Hicks. Sends it deep. Albert's there. Over once again. And running after it is Cronau. She will not get it, and Centauri will take it in.
It's a good opportunity there from Montclair. Just a little too strong on the chip. Not able to get it. Centauri right there to gather it up.
He'll go Redhawks side. And it'll be Sam Walnut taking the kick. Centauri comes back. She'll be set. Ready to send it deep. Shoots it over. Mullins is there. Coming around and sending it back. Trying to transition over to offense. Heads it. Cronau will gather it for a second. Puts it over to Mullins. Mullins looking for Gazzardo, and that one will go through the legs. Gazzardo throwing it in. Over to Cronau. Cronau all over the pitch so far today. She's been a threat to be messed with.
Absolutely. She's really been doing it all, and she's had a lot of opportunities right now. She's looking to capitalize. So far, she has 3 shots. 2 have been on goal, and she has the lone assist to the Mackenzie Albert goal.
She's been exciting to watch. Albert guarding closely Wilhelm. Guarded closely on the backside by Lesica. The Redhawks have their defense. Over to Hicks. Charging quickly is Kennedy Jones. Send it over. Running quickly is New Paltz. And that one will bounce out. It'll be Red Hawk ball.
Montclair, they're able.
New Paltz ball, I apologize.
Montclair's able to put the pressure on the New Paltz defense right now. Montclair's making it a very difficult time for New Paltz and that defensive line. And Santeri, she's already had some pressure on her, a couple shots on goal so far. So right now, Montclair, they have the momentum. They want to put the pressure on the other team. And when you put pressure on the other team, that gives you all the momentum and gives you open holes because the defense is willing to make a mistake.
And Tyler, I mean, the holes have been opening and closing quickly for the Red Hawks on offense. Who do they really need to get it to really make a change here? As that one's sent in and on top of the goal, my goodness. I thought we could have saw something from really far out. But Santeri with no play on it. Anyways, to make that offensive change, who do you see them going to a lot? I feel like Cronow's the big name, as here's the replay of the kick.
Man, that one had some power to it. Almost. That one really had a good shot. Just a little less oomph on that one. Maybe hits the top bar, hits off of the goalie, Santeri, and that one might have had a shot. But what a leg there from Gazzardo, doing it from about 50 yards out.
In the middle. Slide, tackling, and it'll be New Paltz's ball.
New Paltz in a good position right now. I mean, I don't think she can get... Yeah, if she got it to the goal from there, that would have been impressive from 60 out.
Taking it away is Willinger. On the opposite side, New Paltz, guarded closely by the Red Hawks. Sending it deep.
Looks like there might have been a foul.
And it looks like there'll be a free kick incoming.
And this is a good opportunity for New Paltz. They really have a shot to do some damage here. Send it into the box and then give probably Kennedy Jones, the lone goal scorer so far, give her a chance because she has been flying everywhere for New Paltz.
Jones is guarded closely by Hicks. With nobody around her now. Kick incoming. Taken away there. And Cronow is able to transition it away. Back to Santeri. Back onto the opposite end. Cronow. Playing tight. Cronow on the far end. Looks in deep, and it looks to be a free kick for the Red Hawks.
That was good pressure by Montclair, and it looks like they might have been offsides there.
Offsides. The rule that I always can never be like, oh, wait, that's offsides.
It's a very, very confusing rule.
On the back end. Tyler, you talked about it a little bit earlier, but what defense have you really seen from New Paltz so far that has kept them at this 1-1 tie?
I've really seen them been able to put the pressure on Montclair. They're playing that high line, and then it forces Montclair to go for that deep shot, try to chip it over, and get that deep shot, that one-on-one opportunities, which they have had a couple times with Cronow, but they weren't able to they were only able to capitalize on one when it was sent into the corner. Cronow made a move on the Mackenzie Albert goal. But other than that, Montclair really hasn't had anything going for them.
Sending it over. Jones tries to get the tip, but that one just hits the head of Sophia Orlana and falls away. New Paltz ball here. Throwing it in for the Hawks. Number 21. With nobody around, Mia Bollendinger sends it in. Solange Bell is there.
That was a great job by Bollendinger, putting the pressure on Montclair. She was able to get it in the corner, but the shot just right into the hands of Bell, able to make the easy save.
Jones trying to take it away. Mixed up for a second there in the middle. Sent over and running after it will be Gracie Lean. Terry.
New Paltz taking their time right now. Just looking to set something up, not go too quick, wait for the holes to open.
They're doing everything right now. They've looked good. They're playing well.
Nice stop there on defense by Montclair, able to send it back out, and now Cronau putting the pressure.
Cronau. The defense does everything in their power to keep it away from her. And the threat continues. The Cronau curse.
I'm really looking for Prendergast right now. She has to make an impact for this Montclair offense. We really haven't seen her do much, as I said before we came back to the second half. She has to get involved on this Montclair offense right now.
And Tyler, you mentioned Kylie Prendergast. I'm interested to know what you have really seen from number 7, Carly Gazzardo. She's been on the pitch a lot, switching between defense and midfield. But when we saw her at the midfield position, it looks like she's been dominant, and it looks like she's had those sparks that Cronau has. What have you really seen from her so far?
I've really seen her be able to do everything. On the defensive side, you mentioned it, but also on the offensive side, playing midfield, she's really been able to get those key passes in for Cronau, Albert, Prendergast, giving them just opportunities. She's kind of been the facilitator for Montclair so far.
Hicks makes a nice play to keep it out of the possession. Number 17, Gracie Norlios. And the other thing, Tyler, I mean, we saw during that first half, New Paltz only used 1 sub compared to Montclair's 7. How do you think that really changes this second half for our team?
I think it can go one of two ways. It can either go New Paltz, they're going to get gassed. That endurance is going to hit them, and their stamina is just going to go down. They're going to get tired towards the end of the game. Or New Paltz is going to take advantage of Montclair going deep into their bench, having their backups in, not as experienced, especially with how young that this Montclair squad is. Not much experience on the Red Hawks side.
Sent in deep. Albert battling for it. And that won't be offsides.
Montclair, a lot of opportunities right now, but a couple offsides calls. And that's what's going to happen when you're going up against a high line for defense like New Paltz runs. There's going to be those offsides calls because you're trying to chip it over and get that one-on-one.
On the far side. Sending it deep. Cronau. And coming from behind, looking for a takeaway there. Doesn't matter. New Paltz ball.
Cronau not able to capitalize. She had the speed, but it was number 15, Sam Walnut, who was able to keep it away from Cronau, able to get it to Senteri in goal.
Inside. Cronau. Albert battling. Guarded by 3. Trying to take it away. Cronow chasing after it. Taking it away is New Paltz. Lean still defensively charging in the corner. Battling for it, sending it inside. Cronow. Albert. Shot coming in. The diving save. And Danielle Mullins with a great shot. But Jess Santeri says not today.
What a great save there by Santeri. Full extension out. It looked like the ball almost squeaked through her hands. But as you see the replay, Montclair sets it up beautifully. Gets an opportunity. Or right there, that was the play by, it looked like Wolmut, who was able to stop the run from Cronow there. Great defensive possession by New Paltz.
Santeri doing it all day. You see her on the screen. Battling at the midfield. Sends it over. Lean. Over to Jones. Back to Lean. Apologize, back to Wingler. Mullins. Intercepted. Over to Albert. Albert. Guarded by Jones. Back to Mullins, but taken away. Over to Danielle Mullins, the sister of Shannon.
Montclair really putting the pressure on New Paltz right now.
Sending this one deep, trying to chip it over. The Redhawks. On the far side. Gazzardo inside. Mullins charging fast. Now be Red Hawk ball. Sophia Orlana.
As 3 subs are coming into the game now. As we said before, Coach Donner really likes to use his bench, and we see that here. He trusts in the depth of his bench that they're able to get the job done, and they're good enough to do everything that he needs for Montclair to have success.
Kennedy Jones. Guarded by the Redhawks. Trying to take it away. Wonderful defensive efforts from Schuler. And kicks it away. It'll remain New Paltz's ball. But Emily Schuler battling against Jones. And she wins.
Schuler had the turnover to Jones, but then she stayed with the play. Wasn't giving up, stayed with it, able to get the ball back, and then give Montclair an opportunity.
Edwards with Ballinger behind her. Under a half hour left here. Still 1-1 at MSU Soccer Park. Solange Bell will get set. Albert. Taking it away. Looking for Cronow. Guarded closely by Lean. The shot incoming. Wide. A foot race now for who will get it.
Oh, looked like
Gazzardo.
looked like a centering try there from Montclair. From Cronow. Nobody was there, though. Nobody was home. Wasn't able to get it in.
Inside. Orlana looking for somebody. On the inner half, the shot. Santeri once again. Wow.
Santari's all over the place right now. That is 2 shots, or excuse me, 2 opportunities, 1 shot on goal in that sequence, and Santeri staying strong in net.
And, I mean, Tyler, we talked about it a little bit, but her endurance has been insane. What have you really seen from Santeri? We saw her in the first half, but this second half specifically, what have you seen from her?
I've seen her being able to go full extension, lay her body on the line for her team, try to make the save that she needs. She trusts in her defense, but when that back line breaks, she's able to trust in herself to make the play. We see her hustling all over the place, whether it's coming out of the box or whether it's staying in the box, making the diving save.
Ball bouncing around. New Paltz working in their back end. Prendergast battling deep to try to take it away. Ball rolling away, and Grace Lean will watch it go out.
Got another sub coming in here for New Paltz as they look to get more into their bench. Still 7 subs on Montclair's side compared to only 2 so far for New Paltz. And Montclair, they've shown more endurance so far, as we've seen, as they are able to put the pressure on New Paltz defense.
Jones passes it over to Baldinger. Sending it deep. Solange Bell is there. She'll make the easy grab. Sending it to the middle. Mackenzie Albert in a foot race. Winning on the outer end. Shooting in, but Santari's right there.
It's a great opportunity. Albert showing off the legs, stride for stride, able to beat her, sends it in, and then Santari just right there to make the save.
And New Paltz's defense is able to catch up with her to force her to take a shot like that. As you could see
in this opportunity, Albert able to take it away, but just a nice save from Santari there. 2 hands, crown it right to the chest.
And all I have to say is you saw Grace Lean. It looks like, you know, from a NASCAR race, just really turn up the engine and close that hole that Albert had for a while. In the middle, Jones finding a teammate, will kick it out.
Jones just a little too strong on that pass. Wasn't able to anticipate it. Now Montclair looking to take advantage with 25 minutes left in the game.
Back to hits, guarded closely by Jones. Over. This one's bouncing around. She'll send it back to Santari. Santari will kick it over to Walmart. On the opposite end. Sends it inside. Prendergast. Santari is right there to pick it up on the roll.
Prendergast right there, and she needs to get involved more. She has to get more opportunities like that, and she has to contribute to this Montclair offense.
And Tyler, I mean, we've been talking a lot about Prendergast. Have you seen any defensive changes on her from New Paltz, knowing that she has been such a star player for this team in years past? This one's rolling around. Cronown against Santari. The shot incoming. Santari blocks it with her body.
It's a beautiful play by Santari there, putting her body on the line. Yet again, going full speed, sending out for the save, leaving the net open. And she knows if Cronown's able to get past her, it's just Cronown in the net.
And, I mean, Cronown coming out. Santari comes out so far. But a diving effort really changes the stakes. Hicks passes it off. Mullins back and forth here. And Santari will pick it up on the roll.
As we look at this opportunity here, Cronown on the opposite side. Santari comes all the way out to the corner, right off her chest, and then goes out of play. Looked like that one might have went under the net or under the fence.
I always get scared because there's cars down there. I can never park my car down there because I feel like somebody would smash my windows with a kicked ball that goes out.
If it ever goes down there, we need the sound effect that they have at baseball games for the foul balls.
Yeah, exactly. Hear that every year at Somerset Patriots games. That window break is brought to you by blah, 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 blah. And this one goes back. Prendergast. Defended very, very, very closely by Ali Zemek.
Another opportunity, but great defense by Zemek there. And that's kind of been almost New Paltz philosophy for Prendergast with her offensive presence. They're kind of playing her very tight right now and double teams if needed.
22 minutes left here. Subs are coming in. The Redhawks will now see Mackenzie Albert back on, and number 15, Sammy Walmut for New Paltz.
Cronau comes out of the game, so it looks like Prendergast might be the main focus here for the Montclair offense, trying to get her more involved.
And what do you think that does? Taking away Cronau and now using it differently. I mean, you take her away a little bit. That can never, maybe for a little bit of a break. So far today, she's seen 62 minutes on the field.
Yeah, Prendergast, really, she needs to make more of a presence. She hasn't, as you said, Prendergast needs to be more offensively involved right now, like Cronau has been able to be, getting those opportunities. And maybe Prendergast, it might not be scoring, but if she's able to dish it out to other players, give them the opportunity, if she's able to draw the double team, then that gives players like Albert, Edwards, other teammates an opportunity to put it in the back of the net.
On the far end, trying to come in. Prendergast is there, gets past the defender, but not able to keep it away entirely. Sending it deep, nobody home. It's a foot race. Solange Bell comes out of goal, waits for it to come in the box, and she'll pick it up.
Kennedy Jones there showing off the speed, tried to get to that one. Solange Bell had a little bit easier than Senteri did on her last attempt. She just had to wait, sit back, let it travel to the box, and she was able to pick it up with her hands.
We've seen a couple dives by both goalies tonight, but I feel like Bell has seen more from outside the box. Or Senteri has seen them right up close. 4D. Mackenzie Albert trying to find the hole. Can't find it. Orlana. Albert. And that one will be kicked out. Still working in that corner, trying to get out of there. But the defense there, Bailani Schmitz.
Montclair kind of just getting thrown after throwing.
Shot incoming. Oh, my goodness.
Right off the crossbar. That was a golden opportunity there for Madison Lasica.
And we have a penalty kick coming in the box with a chance to untie this one. The Redhawks will send Carly Gazzardo. And here's the replay here. You see Gazzardo.
Coming in, looks to make a move. Then
And
she just
right there.
gets tripped up on the slide tackle attempt from New Paltz. Just a little too aggressive. Now Gazzardo, a golden opportunity now to put Montclair ahead with 20 minutes left in the half.
Gazzardo will take her time. Sets up for the shot. One-on-one. Shot incoming. It's blocked by Senteri. Once again, the ball's bouncing around. Albert heads it back into the box, but kicked away. The defense from Senteri doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 20 defenders with her.
What a play by Senteri there. That was unbelievable. We look at the replay. Goes left, but Senteri, full extension, blocks it with the hands, able to get it back. Slide tackle sent out by New Paltz defense. Then they're able to recorral and then sent it out of play. Again, what a play. Senteri just been all over the field.
Fantastic work by her. My goodness. And you could see on there, she predicted it perfectly. She moves a little to her left. Wonderful, wonderful.
Montclair.
Well, actually to her right.
Montclair really looking to capitalize. They had a golden opportunity. That was their moment to put them in front. And it's just good offense, but better defense.
Mullins battling for the ball. Taken away. Redhawks contain and kicking it over is Lasica. Santeri once again. My goodness. A brick wall.
Lasica tried to get that one to Prendergast, just a little too strong. Yet again, Prendergast hasn't really had a good opportunity to get a pass and have a shot on goal yet this game.
Mullins passes it to the outside. Lasica, shot, incoming, too high there. Nothing.
Just a little too much height on that one. Lasica, another great opportunity. Montclair is really putting the pressure on New Paltz right now. And Montclair, if you're Coach Naughter, you want them to keep putting the pressure on them, because if you have enough shots, one is bound to go in.
The last shot, as my grandma would say, a little too much pepper on that pasta. Battling in the midfield. Kicks it to the opposite end. Mullins. Back to Hicks. Hicks fires. Albert's there, but nothing to find for her. Vukovic sends it over to Lasica. Guarded closely by New Paltz. Sending it inside. Looking for an opportunity here. Ball bouncing around. On that backside.
A nice send in there from Lasica. Just, again, better defense from New Paltz. The header able to keep it out of the way of Prendergast there. They are really dialing in on keying that Prendergast is the main player right now that they need to guard. She is the main weapon for Montclair in the box.
And Tyler, I mean, just from an offensive perspective, how much of a morale loss is it when you got a penalty kick opportunity like that and you're in Montclair and you can't capitalize?
It really just is a complete decrease in confidence, because you think a penalty kick, I'd say about 90% of the time, is in favor of the one that is kicking. But with the save from Santeri, the momentum bar just shifts all the way to New Paltz side. They were able to get their momentum back after that great save, and Santeri has really been the momentum and confidence booster for New Paltz so far.
And Ali Zemek, the senior defender, will hit the bench for SUNY New Paltz, and they'll see Brooke Rosenberg. And for the Redhawks, Mackenzie Albert will hit the bench, and Isabel Cronin come back in. Shot incoming. Cronin, full extension on that one. Is there anything she can't do? I mean, if the goal was this up to the moon, I think she would be able to defend it. My goodness.
Santeri is all over the place right now. Air Jordan, more like Air Santeri, taking advantage of it. As we look at the replay, sent over to the other side. Then Gazzardo gets the shot off, full extension all the way in the air. That one should be on SportsCenter.
My goodness. And I mean, we've seen the defense in front of Santeri break down a little bit, but she has stood tall. My goodness.
She has made 7 saves so far in this game off 8 shots. It is unbelievable what Santeri has been able to do in goal.
If there's an ESPN top 10, then you're just going to need to fill 3 more slots tonight, because those 7 have been incredibly impressive. On that opposite end. Keeping it inside. And the Redhawks have the opportunity here. Gazzardo. Cronin battling for it inside the box. Over to Gmo. Tips it. Cronin outside. Guarded by 2. Looking for a teammate. She'll find Gazzardo. Gazzardo sends it inside. And that one's going to roll away. Running on it quickly is Orlana. Kennedy Jones with the tackle there. And ref says that's not how it works.
Great opportunity here for Montclair, looking to capitalize on it. They have it about 35 yards out. Just try to send it in, get a header somewhere. But I don't know. I think Santeri might jump about 20 feet in the air to save this one.
Gazzardo lines it up, sends it in. Bouncing around, and it'll just roll away.
That one was untouched. Wasn't even touched by a Montclair player or a New Paltz defender. Santeri didn't even have to look at that one, just trickled out of play.
On that opposite end, Orlana with a nice play. Wellinger. Now we'll roll away. Brooke Keller now. Rosenberg ready for the throw-in. Coming in now is number 15, Sam Walmart. Jones. Tapping it around. Outside the box. Jones sending it over. Gmo. Defended closely. And Bell will just pick it up.
New Paltz looking like they're trying to put the pressure on the Montclair defense a little bit, but Montclair defense staying strong. Bell able to pick it right up. Now Montclair looking to do some damage. They really have to capitalize. They've had a lot of opportunities so far in this second half, but really haven't been able to do anything. Couple shots on goal. They have 8 so far. 4 coming in this second half already.
Battling closely. Sending on the inner half. Prendergast trips for a second. And the shot is just right at Santeri. My goodness. Guarded by Mullins on that far side.
That was a great opportunity for Prendergast there. And she just tripped up a little bit. She had a chance. It was centered for her. Went right past Cronow, and she just wasn't able to handle it a little bit too much. Almost looks like she tried to chip it over after she tripped. But Santeri right there.
Little over 10 minutes left here of game time to play. Bouncing around, trying to get something. Can't get it. Montclair has already tied once this year against Johnson and Wales. That was their second game of the season. Again, that goal was scored by Mackenzie Albert and equalized the game. They were down 1-0. Mackenzie Albert comes up clutch, ties the game up. Nothing after that. Is it a rewritten story with SUNY New Paltz?
With all the pressure that Montclair has had, they have 14 shots so far. As I said before, 8 of them are on goal. And in this half, they've had 7 shots so far. And compared to New Paltz, they only have 2 right now. So it has been all Montclair offensively right now.
Jones passes it off, and Keller punts it in the air there. Under 10 minutes remain in this one. A beautiful night here at MSU Soccer Park. Gmo on that far side. Sends it in. No dive needed as it's wide right.
Another opportunity there from New Paltz. Gets their third shot on goal, shot so far in the second half. But right now they are struggling to get anything offensively. That right there, kind of the opposite of what's gone for them all this second half. It's really been Montclair has just pressed on the gas pedal, and they haven't let anything up. But they've been stalling a little bit. They haven't really gotten anything so far.
Jones. Looking for a hold. Over to Gazzardo. That one's going to bounce out. The kick. Cronin can't field it correctly, and Santeri will pick it up. Sending it over to Walmart. Jones battling through defenders will send it on the inner half. Up, around, Redhawks are there, and a scary situation is diverted after Brooke Keller not able to connect.
That was a good opportunity there for New Paltz. Kennedy Jones showing off the wheels, taking it herself, tried to send it in. Keller couldn't handle it. She almost looked like she tried to tip it a little backwards, but then tipped right out by the Montclair defense.
Over to Cronin. Cronin now able to get it. Battling aggressively for it now. Mullins is there. Mullins trying to find Cronow. We'll send it back. Schuler kicks it over to her coach. There's a player down on the field. Tyler, so far in this one with about 7:30 left, what have you really seen that's been impactful to this game? Take away the goal opportunities, or take away the 2 goals that we've seen. What are some big moments that you think have really changed the tide of today's game?
I think it has to be the penalty kick that we saw about 20 minutes ago. That completely changed the way this game was going. It looked like Montclair was about to hit the gas pedal and not stop. But the way Santeri was able to dive, predict it perfectly, and save that goal, that just changed the momentum. And it got it to New Paltz side. And although Montclair still able to put some pressure on their offensive side, the New Paltz defense staying strong. They're not letting anything. It's a bend, don't break mentality for New Paltz right now.
And, I mean, with 7 minutes left, do you see either of these defenses really giving it off? And that is Erin Severus getting up on her own will, being able to walk off. We hope she's okay.
Hopefully it's just a cramp or something. A hot day like today.
Very hot day like today. I mean, you've played baseball. And when I used to play baseball, I remember I'd come home from practice, I'd go to bed, and I'd wake up at like 2 in the morning. And I'd be like, why am I up right now? And then my leg would get like, into a crazy Charlie horse. You're like, oh, you son of a gun.
I remember the first cramp that I had laying in bed, it just felt like someone was splitting my hamstring right in half. Oh, that was painful. Those do not feel good.
The worst feeling. And that's why you stay hydrated. I have 2 water bottles next to me. Kennedy Jones sends it back to the defense. Taken away by Cronin. Hicks. Prendergast trying to keep a hold of it. Can't keep it. And that one's up in the air. Cronow sprinting after it. Handles it in the corner. Guarded closely. Sending it on the inner half. Walmart able to make a play on that one. And it will remain Red Hawk ball.
It was a good opportunity. Cronow able to handle it, just a little low liner in. And New Paltz defense wasn't able to take control. But now Montclair has yet again another opportunity, and Prendergast wasn't able to handle that pass.
Mullins. Defense working closely here. Albert. And on the opposite end now. With nobody around. Chrono. Defense coming in. And it'll be offsides.
Chrono had a golden opportunity, just offsides yet again. There have been a couple crucial offsides calls for this Montclair team, and they just haven't been able to capitalize right now in this second half. They are really struggling. They're not they are not struggling to get the ball and get shots on goal. They're just being stopped by virtually a brick wall in Centeri in goal.
Well, an opportunity here as there's a foul, and Aria Hicks ready to launch this one over to one of her teammates. With just over 5.5 left. Albert chipping it over. Shot incoming. Centeri once again diving to her right.
Another great opportunity for Gazzardo there. Just tried to tip it in, but Centeri yet again, another diving play. And it feels like she's been diving to her right all game, and as she was able to stop that one.
Bouncing out. Centeri has been incredible to watch now in her sophomore year. Naughter is not happy about that one.
The sub comes into the game. That one, it looked like that ball actually stayed bouncing on the line, and then it was touched by a New Paltz defender, and then it was called out on New Paltz. That's an interesting sequence you don't see very often.
No, no, no. Coach Naughter didn't like it at all. Orlana. And that one will roll out. Redhawks again. New Paltz. 4 minutes left. Hey, I mean, you don't want to bring up any bad pasts, but Tyler, you talked about it in our pregame. That game against TCNJ last time out for New Paltz. 11 seconds, right?
11 seconds left. It was a penalty kick for TCNJ that got them the win.
And another timeout. I mean, Tyler, you were talking about it. That 11 seconds left in the game, and it all comes down to one shot. It was a penalty kick then, you said. Now, I mean, if you're the Redhawks, you're probably not doing your research right now, but you would know late goals can happen against this team.
Absolutely, and late goals can happen in any game. Because especially last year, for the NJAC run, we saw multiple late goals. I mean, in the Kane game where they won 1-0 in OT, that goal didn't come until overtime. And then in the Rowan game, to send the ball to send the game to overtime, they were able to put the ball in the back of the net with 3 minutes left. So late goals obviously can come, and it can either be on your side or on the opposing side. New Paltz can easily score another goal late in the game as easily as Montclair can.
Only time will tell if it all comes together here. Solange Bell on the opposite end. See some players warming up a little bit. We saw Solange keep those legs loose. Naughter knows, hey, listen, you got a couple seconds to breathe here. And then it's a straight sprint for 4 minutes. I don't know about you, Tyler. I mean, we talked a little bit of the break. Did not know you ran track.
Yeah.
Winter track?
Yeah, I ran winter track. I was
That's
a hurdler.
funny. Yeah, so I have a funny story. And then we have to hear. You want to know what? No. I'll tell my funny story in a little bit. How good at hurdling were you, Tyler?
I'm not gonna say I
Come
was
on.
great at it.
Stop,
I give all credit to my teammates in the 55 hurdle race. They were the ones that carried that carried me. We were able to get third place in the Adidas Nationals for the 55-meter shuttle hurdle. I give all credits to them. They are amazing people. And really, it was such an honor. I mean,
Oh my goodness. We're going to start playing the music because your speech is going too long. They're ridiculous. Tyler was an All-American, if anybody wanted to know. Didn't really know this about you. We've been working together now for a year. Well, I've known you for a year. We've been working together for now less than a month.
glad I can still surprise you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, my track story was I was a sprinter because I liked running fast. I don't know why. Maybe because I watched Scooby-Doo all the time. And they went to, oh, no, Shaggy. So my parents knew that I loved track, and it kept me so healthy. And then one day they said, we're going to sign you up for fall track. Well, there is no fall track. There's cross country, and that is not short distance, folks. And we'll go back to the game, but it was a long fall for me. Now back, Orlana kicks it over to Hicks. Hicks sends it over, looking for a teammate. It'll bounce away. On the far end is Gazzardo. Gazzardo setting it on the inner half, and it'll be offsides.
Another opportunity and offsides again. Montclair finding holes. What a pass from Aria Hicks there. Able to split the defense, but just a little too much juice on it. And then Gazzardo just a bit past the defender for an offsides call.
You know, I was making chicken for my roommates last night, and they said the exact same thing. Too much sauce, Vincent. Too much sauce. Not happy with that one.
I don't think your Nona would be too happy about that one.
I don't think Grandma would be happy either. Battling on that back end. And Gmo just struggling against two defenders behind her. Sending it in. A chance here on that far side. 24 Addison Wiener. Up against Gazzardo. And it's going to be Red Hawks ball.
That was a nice defensive play by Gazzardo there. Able to keep Wiener kind of in her area, not letting her get anything too much. Able to keep her in her box. And then Wiener just sent it out of play.
Tapped by the defense. Walmut. Prendergast. Charging. With three defenders around here. Cronin. Right there. Can't get the connection. And it's about 2 steps away from what looked like a big goal. It'll be a corner for the Redhawks, though. Cronow. Switching out for Gazzardo. Gazzardo. The team will set up inside the net.
About a minute 30 left now. It's now or never for the Red Hawks.
Gazzardo sending it inside. Bouncing around. Hicks tries to make a kick on it. Outside. Gazzardo's there. With 2 defenders crashing in on her. Senteri scoops it up. And another opportunity is put to waste by Senteri. My goodness.
She has done such a wonderful job. That one was probably her easiest one so far. A little roller to her. Had some juice to it, but all she had to do was corral that one.
Under a minute left here. As we've said before, it only took, with 11 seconds left, for TCNJ to find their game finisher. Will the Red Hawks find the same luck? This one's bouncing inside. Mullins punts it up. And once again, that feels like maybe the 4th time we've seen it hit the top of the net.
We're down to 20 seconds now left in the game. Now Senteri. Coach Trimblett telling her to hurry up. Senteri was just taking her time.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And this one looks like it'll end
2,
in the way of a tie. just like last year's matchup, it ends the same way, a 1-1 tie. Mackenzie Albert and Kennedy Jones are credited with the goals. The Redhawks' second tie now on the season. Tyler, what have you seen? What did you see today? I mean, magnificent soccer.
I saw two wonderful goalies today, both sophomores, both amazing for their respective teams. Solange Bell, I would say she had a little bit of an easier day where she only had to make 4 saves on 5 shots on goal. Meanwhile, 9 shots on goal for the Redhawks, and Santeri was able to save 8 of them, and those were 8 amazing saves.
Yes, and they showed how good that defense can be. They go up against the number 20 ranked TCNJ Lions before this, and before that they went up against the number 2 William Smith College ranked, and they didn't get a goal there. They find the goal here early by Kennedy Jones. Then we saw that was the first half. Mackenzie Albert with a wonderful equalizer. That's where the scoring would stop. But Tyler, take us through that penalty kick that feel like really might put a shift on, I'm going to say it, the entire season for SUNY New Paltz might be the turnaround they need.
Absolutely. Just Santeri's ability to predict perfectly where that ball was going to go. She was able to get it. Gazzardo went left about midway up. Santeri perfectly guessed that full extension, blocked it with her hands, stayed with the play, able to kick it out with her feet. That definitely changed the whole projection of not only the game, but definitely the upcoming games and possibly the season for SUNY New Paltz, giving them the motivation that they need, because their record says one thing, but on the field, it is a completely different.
And the Redhawks now, for their second year in a row, their second tie comes from SUNY New Paltz. And the same for SUNY New Paltz. 1-0-1 last year. This year, 1-2-1 to finish off their day. For the Redhawks, though, 2-0-2. And last year, again, Mackenzie Albert scores that equalizer against SUNY New Paltz. Today, she scores against SUNY New Paltz. Different person assisting, though. And this game, just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, from a scoring standpoint, not great, but they did everything right. I mean, absolutely incredible. And such a beautiful night here. We're going to send Tyler down to the field for hopefully a nice interview, but just a wonderful game altogether. I saw both defenses be absolutely incredible. They played well, and honestly, Montclair, you got to give it to them. Montclair's defense did play better, but if you got to give it to a player of the game, yeah, I'm going to give it to Jess Santeri every day. I mean, folks, if you haven't seen something great, you got to watch these Jess Santeri highlights. Absolutely phenomenal. She put it all out there today. Just did wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And this is something that, you know, it's her sophomore year. Didn't see a lot of playing time last year. So far this year, I mean, she started 1 game last year. Now, she's seen 3 games. And she's been phenomenal in each of them. This was her 4th game today. Comes out absolutely wonderful. And I don't even blame her for that goal. You kind of get a little bit mixed up at a point, and you don't know where the ball is going to go. Hey, they're going to get you every once in a while. But absolutely phenomenal by her. Hasn't let it go. That was her first goal. That was her 5th goal she's let up all season, now in 4 games. But in all honesty, she's been phenomenal. 10 saves against William Smith, 4 against TCNJ. That goal comes in the final 11 seconds, and today she's able to hold down the fort and does it phenomenally. As for the Redhawks, I mean, Aria Hicks on defense was phenomenal to watch. Kylie Prendergast, you wish you could have saw her a little bit more on the offensive end, but that's just because the defense was swarming around her. And I was really hoping to see more from her because last year you saw her with Aileen Cahill. Cahill worked, side and side. It was the 1-2 punch that you wanted to see. And then you had Emmy Dinavelis on defense. This year, Kylie all alone. And Prendergast has been able to really now has to fit into that leadership role. She has Isabella Cronau around her. Is there a difference? And now as we see Jess Santeri has got 2 notebooks. And maybe you get 2 notebooks every time you do a good job. Or maybe that's your cheat sheet. Well, I guess we'll never know what's inside the notebooks. Great job, Jess Santeri. Great job. And her parents are here watching her, of course. From Sewellton, New York, coming all the way. See a great game. Great game against 2 great teams. We're still waiting on the opposite end for Tyler to see. But we really hope that you enjoyed today's broadcast of the Red Hawk Sports Network. Absolutely phenomenal. Sophia Gambuti is here. Didn't even see her during the game. Representing her old team here. Very happy. Tyler, this is a big moment for Tyler. It's his first multicam, and it's his first sideline interview. You know? Didn't get to teach him any pointers. He's going to do great. He always does. As we wait on that far end, you can see Naughter talking to his team about performance today. Got to imagine. Maybe a little stressed. Maybe wish you got this one. But at the end of the day, they had good shots when it came down to it. But Jess Santeri, player of the game, and if that name doesn't scare you, then you don't know what's going on. As you can see, getting up now. And here's the shot sheet from today. You saw it in that start of the second half, and now you see it now. You see the Redhawks were never able to get back inside. Every shot coming from outside the box looked like something might come, but nothing there. And you get the penalty shot, not able to put the nail in the coffin there. As for New Paltz, it feels like they moved almost farther away from the box than they did in that first half, trying to make that offensive connection. Now, the defense for Montclair is always electric to watch. But if they can really put it together here, then it almost feels like that's something that you can always do. We're still waiting on the sideline. See if there will be a Red Hawk that'll come down and talk to Mr. McCopen as they all get set. Great game so far today. And, if you're looking ahead, don't fret because there's more games to play in the rest of the season. For the New Paltz Hawks, Kings College, PA. They'll go home and they'll play there. As for the Red Hawks, a tie today. They are set to take it over to Manhattanville College next. Well, for the Red Hawk Sports Network, we thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.